What is up, everybody? I hope you can hear me. Hope you're doing well right now. I am in the process. I'm trying to tweak my lighting and stuff. It has been a bit of a struggle to do a live tonight. I've been trying to go live for about the last hour and a half, and it did not work out the way that I wanted to. But I really wanted to go ahead and get this figure out there. And I want to do a comparison because I've been really excited about it. I've been like ill. You guys wouldn't believe, like the last 2-3 weeks. I had eye surgery. I've got an actual video coming out talking about that soon. I'm doing okay, but I am struggling to see some stuff right now. But it'll come back hopefully with time. But I am doing better, and I was really excited to receive this in the mail, and I wanted to go ahead and get some content out, talk to you guys about it, and thank you so much. I love you guys for all the well wishes. Everybody said, hope you feel better, how you doing, all that kind of stuff. It was awesome. I really appreciate it, and I just want you guys to know that. What we're here for is we're going to be talking about this Freddy Krueger figure. This is the Nightmare on Elm Street figure from Mezco. I've really been waiting on this, and I'm not a huge Freddy Krueger fan. You guys know that I do have some stuff from Freddy, but he's not my favorite. Michael or Jason, probably be Jason. But I do want to talk about this figure because I think it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm going to go ahead and unbox it, give you my honest opinions about it. I have to use the disclaimer that everybody's using. This is for adults only. So if you're not over the age of 13, you got to go get your Freddy fix elsewhere. Maybe try Freddy Funko. But let's go ahead and check this out. So right off the bat, we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove. And if I don't see your comments right away, I apologize. I'm doing this by myself tonight. So I'm going to try to get in here and get it done. I got mine from Big Bad Toy Store. So it came great in package. I usually order these from Mezco directly. I didn't this time, but it's more of the same that you guys have seen before. So right up front, you get the Freddy Krueger, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and you can see the sweater. Hopefully you guys can see that. Hey, what up, Bruce? Right there on the bottom, it says 112 pose play display from Mezco. I like this box a lot. On the side, you get the claws coming through, which is pretty sick. You get, again, A Nightmare on Elm Street. And I apologize about the stream quality too, guys. It's just not what it should be. That's what I was fighting with. My streaming service is not connecting because YouTube is doing some weird stuff. Google is right now. So I had to use the phone tonight. But where there's a will, there's a way. On the back, this is where it really is important. So you get a couple different things that I think are important here. You get a ton of different heads. So you get one face that goes on this skull head. So you get 4 heads total. You get the fedora, of course. You get a what's this, like a sewer top? I don't know what that is. That's what it looks like. Or a trash can top, maybe. Yeah, trash can lid. I don't remember that. I have to go back and watch, but not going to worry about that. You get the awesome stand. You get the dynamic stand. You get a few different hands. I remember this scene vividly where he sliced off the finger and the green blood squirted out. You get 2 different gloves, and then you can just start posing them up different ways. Let me go ahead and remove this plastic so you guys can really see that. I just want to go over that again. Hopefully the light is not too much. And let's see. Not for children. See it up in the upper right corner. 18 and up. I think this guy was under 100. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's the case. Yeah. All right, so let me make some adjustments because I'm already telling you now, I'm not happy with the way this light's happening. So I'm going to pull that guy up and just kind of kick it up so we can get a little bit more contrast going there. All right. So first things first, let's go ahead and pull this guy off so we can see what the front of the box has to offer. And just in time for Christmas, the most infamous Christmas sweater ever, Freddy Krueger. Super awesome. On the back, you get that ant dude that Mezco loves so much. I don't get it, but maybe it's not for me. Go ahead and take everything out of the package here. first thing I want to do, guys, is I'm going to go straight to the meat and potatoes and look at Freddy. Now, this is from the first movie, and it's meant to be. His fedora is all wrapped up nice and clean, which is sweet. Had a little protector on it, too. That's kind of cool. That's awesome. All right, let's talk about Freddy, because this is from part 1, and I think this is really cool, you guys. Hope I don't break anything. God, Matty. That's what he looks like. I think he looks really good. And you guys by now know how these things move. There's the glove up close and personal. I think that looks freaking awesome. And the big difference, if you don't know, in part 1, his sweater only had the green in the primary part, not on the arms. And in the later movies, it had it on the arms. I actually really like part 2. A lot of people don't, but for me, it was a good movie. One of the things that you gotta have with Freddy are the nice shoe boots, and I think these look great. The pants look really good. The tailoring is top notch. Yeah, I'm really happy. I can do some really dynamic posing here. Head looks good. Back of the sweater looks good. Again, the stitching, really good stuff. Then he's got his fedora. I think I put that on backwards. Yeah, let me double check. Let's see how well he stands up. I think he'll stand just fine once I get him. Yeah. This table's a tough test too. So yeah, he stands up pretty good. No issues there. Let's see let me make sure I got his fedora on the right way, because that's important. Yeah, and it is. I'm not a fedora guy. All right, let's get into the rest of this box and see what we got. So here's that trash can top. It's painted well, for those of you that care, but I'll never use this again, so it's going right back in the package. The different hands here, which are really cool. I really like this glove. I know it would have been hard to get these to articulate, but that would have been over the top amazing. But it looks really good there. I really like this glove. I don't know which hand I'm going to display him with. I like when he has a finger out. I'm probably going to display him with this hand as opposed to the regular, just because. Go ahead. Should be pretty easy. Just got to be careful, because the difference with Freddy is he does have these finger knives, and you got to be real careful, because if you break one of those, you have to, your best bet is to glue it back together and hope for the best. This peg is a little funky because the glove is a 2-part, but it'll go on. Yeah. I like that a lot. Just show you kind of what I'm doing there. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to go with that hand there. And he's got an open hand, which I'm going to keep on him, but he's got a balled fist here. The paint apps on this is really nice too. So really cool stuff there. We've also got the spurting, the blood finger with the green, and it's nice and vibrant. Again, painted really nice. If you want to use that, I think it's great. I'm not going to use it, but I know some of you will, and I may swap that out from time to time. And then he's got a pretty much the same hand, kind of like another, maybe this is a grasping hand, but I like the resting hand, just kind of chilling. So I like the hands that he currently has on. Now let's get to the head sculpts, and we will get to the plate that he stands on, and then I will show you some comparisons. So let's talk about this head first, which I like the way that looks, you guys. He's kind of looking like, I don't know, but man, the paint apps on here look really good. Looks like Robert Englund. Let's go ahead and pull this down, and let's show you these side by side, give you an idea. I like the neutral face personally, but you guys can let me know what you think. This one's showing some teeth. That's a great head sculpt, in my opinion. I love how these are packaged too. They're nice and clean. Let's look at another. This is probably the one I'm gonna put on him just because you guys know I like to laugh, have a good time. I thought I liked the neutral one until I saw that one. So, hello, Fred. There we go. Now that's how I like Freddy to look. I think that looks sick. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, like, I collect this stuff because it puts a smile on my face. I mean, I collect it. I know my wife doesn't care that I collect it, which is cool. But that's why I collect it, because it's fun to me. But like certain stuff, when I see it and it looks a certain way, I'm gonna pose them up in a little bit. It just looks right. And that was one of those instances. So that's really cool. Let me also get the last face, which I think a lot of people are gonna use. I'm not going to use it just because, and I think it's cool because I remember this scene from the first movie, but it's just not for me. So if you look here, you get the eyes popping out. So you see the skull, and it's done great. And then you get a faceplate that goes right on top of it, and it fits in. It actually fits in really snug. So I like that. Show the profiles on it. I think that looks really good. And again, it just, come on, it'll pop off. So just pull it off. So it's on there pretty good. So that's a really good sculpt if you want this one. Not for me, but I think it's cool nonetheless, and I'm glad they included it because these figures pretty much cost $100, and on the secondary market, especially after they get older, I see some of them going for more than others. Right now they're pretty plentiful because I think one of the guys that I watch, he's got a good channel too, Open by Chance, but he was just talking the other day about oversaturation in the market, and I wholeheartedly agree with what he said. It's just true. Right now there's so much saturation in the market. It's just going to be, there's a lot to choose from, and so your collectibles just don't have the same weight that they used to as far as return on investment. This is a throwback or an homage to the poster. Super awesome. You got Nancy, you got Freddy coming through, and they did good placement with that foot peg. Super awesome. You can pop that out for the dynamic stand, but I'm not necessarily going to be doing anything dynamic unless I want to do a Freddy versus Jason. And right Freddy, kinda, wrong Jason. And I guess you still need Demon Freddy, which this is not. Foot peg him up. Nice tight foot peg. Give him a little bend. Point. Turn. A little lumber and slump that Freddy has. I think that looks really, really cool. I love the way that looks. How he's leaning a little bit. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see what else is in the box real quick before I pack it up. Make sure I don't break anything. You get a little baggie in here for your goodies. Mezco always gives you that. There's that dynamic stand at the bottom. Really nothing to see there, but you can pop out that foot peg and stick that in. So for those of you that want to do some flying Freddy, you can do it. You get the information card that always comes with the figures. You can pause it, read that if you want. So yeah, I think this is a really sweet figure. Definitely worth the money, and it was definitely worth the anticipation. Few things are actually what you think they're going to be. This was definitely one of them. What I want to do is move a little closer and get a little lower, so you guys bear with me because I want to show you something, some competitive stuff, just so you can see it. And it's a live video, so I can do what I want to do. Yes, we're almost getting there. I want to show you how these things look at the same or similar height. There we go. Almost there, guys. Hang in there with me just a little bit longer. That's going to be fine. And let's straighten Freddy out. I'm using my regular tripod tonight too. All right, and back up just a smidge. There we go. All right, so you see Freddy there. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding some other Mezcos in, and you know who? I'm gonna move Freddy front and center. You know who we gotta add next? J-Man. And I had him in a whole nother display, but get him lumbering the way that I want him to. Yeah. So you got Jason, competitive right there. Let's go ahead and add another, the holy trifecta here. Straight legs, Michael. You know we don't bend our legs here. Michael. Lean that way. So you got Michael Myers. Something's off about the way he's sitting. There you go. Straight up and down, boy. I did have to fight him out of the case. So you got Michael, you got Jason, and you got Freddy. Just to kind of give you guys a bit of perspective there. And I'm starting to amass a bit of a collection. Now, these are not on the stands, but you guys know I also have the zombies from Dawn of the Dead. There's a reason I almost said the Evil Dead. But yeah, we've got the zombies. I love Flyboy. And we've got, I'm going to put him in the back because he is on a dynamic flight stand. We've got Blade back here. Hopefully y'all can see him. And actually for this review, I'll take him off his flight stand just so y'all can see him. Stand up, buddy. And his sword. Hopefully Blade will stand in here somewhere without falling over because he was not meant to stand up today. Come on, dude. Stand up. Hold on, you guys. Let me sort this out. I don't know why he's not standing. This is what we're going to do. Hold on. Sorry. I want to make sure, because I want to make a point here about this. Let's get him to stand if we can. Maybe his coat. Blade, you want to stand up, bro? Embarrassing me. He needs a stand stat. I don't have the little dang sticker thing. Blade's just gonna have to lean, and hopefully y'all can see him. I got time to mess with you, Blade. And then we've also got one more, which is one I wasn't gonna get. It's kind of funny, and I ended up picking up anyway. Is my Evil Dead Ash. So I'm starting to gain a bit of a collection of these Mezco 112 figures. I mean, they're expensive. I mean, you're talking, I think that was $100 and something. So we'll just say $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $600, a little over $600 that I've spent invested in these. And I think they're really good. I do have the Pennywise ordered. It's supposed to drop this month. Hopefully my good streaming stuff will be back by then. But I mean, you guys get the picture. I really like these. Now, the scaling is not great compared to the normal size Freddy's and stuff like that. I've got, let's see, I've got a Freddy down here. Trying to get him out without breaking anything, just to give you guys a comparison. And you guys can see, I mean, move this out of the way. Pretty straightforward that this Freddy is much smaller than like a NECA Freddy. And that's just what it is, and that's Robert Englund. And I love this. Even though it's more statue, I just love it. And this is from, I don't even know, but you see how he's got the green all the way around as opposed to just on the main sweater. So yeah, that's the big difference there. I've got some other Freddys, like a lot of Freddys. I think I've got almost all of them that were made. except for some of the theme Freddys. But let me give you one more example, if I can get it up without breaking anything. There's Big Freddy. I'm gonna pan up so you guys can see the difference. And you guys, like, I love the glove. And that's the sideshow version. A lot of people didn't like the sweater. I think the sweater is way better on the Mezco, and it's smaller, which is kind of sad. But the pants look okay, fine. The boots are great. The fedora is what it is. But the head sculpt is pretty good across the board. You can tell who it is immediately. The sweater just leaves a little bit to be desired. It's not worth it for me to change it. I know some people went out and bought new ones. More power to you. I buy too much stuff to worry about that. And it's not affecting me to the point that I got to be like, oh my God, you know. And if it is, great that you have options to go and replace it. So I'm not saying anything bad about you in that way. Yeah. So what do I think ultimately? I think if you're a horror collector, this figure is a no-brainer. I mean, it's beautiful, especially I wish it had come a little earlier is the only thing, but I think he looks good. He poses up great. He's got that nice smirk going right now. Maybe laughing at somebody. It's like, come here, let me show you what these finger knives are working with. I just really like this figure a lot. I've always, and this is probably gonna be weird to y'all, liked Freddy without the fedora. If you can see right here, one of my finger knives is a little bent in. So I'm going to put a little heat on that, but I just have to be real careful. But yeah, I like him without his fedora in some ways. In other ways, I don't. It just depends. I don't know yet. I just got to play with him a little bit. And that's what I'm going to do. Oh, to get the look that I'm after. I don't know what that look is just yet, but we'll see. Because I just think this is a cool looking figure. I like all of these. Like I said, you know, that Freddy is awesome. I wasn't sure about it initially. I don't have, let's see how tall he is just so you guys know, because I know somebody's going to ask. I just put it in the video. He is realistically just a little over 6 inches, probably about not even 6 1/4. He's 6 1/8 maybe, somewhere between 6 1/8 and 6 1/4. But he's not super tall. With the stand, he's probably 6 1/2. So just to give you an idea, his articulation is, go over that real quick. He does have some ankle movement, no hinge at the toe, double jointed there, which is great. Probably double jointed here. It is. And arms go up. He can move his head side to side. So let's see. He's not burnt in his stomach. Womp, womp, womp. That would have been so awesome if they would have continued to burn. He is, however, burned on his arms, which is cool, just not in his torso area. I mean, what else is there to say, guys? This is lights out. This is a great fig. I like him a lot. And I'm going to pose him up. You just got to be careful with this material, too. If you leave it kinked too long, it'll start to get baggy. So I wouldn't necessarily do that. I like him looking off a bit. Not like that. It looks weird. I'm going to pose him up some kind of way. So I don't know what I'm going to do with him just yet. I'm just going to play with it, and I'll find a good pose. I will have another collection video coming up soon. I've got a ton, and when I say a ton of new stuff, you guys. So yeah, that's my unboxing review of Freddy Krueger from the original, if I can talk, original Nightmare on Elm Street, Robert Englund. Really cool figure. Comes with great accessories. This is worth the money. I really like it. I'm a big fan of these, so I'm going to keep buying them, I guess. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, sharing, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye.